Recently, there's been a trend of businesses that like to offer complimentary alcoholic beverages to their guests while they're in the venue and don't realize that they need to have a license. Salons, barbershops, spas, jewelry stores, and others are commercial enterprises that are oftentimes will offer their patron a glass of wine while they're sitting and having a particular service or amenity done or shopping for a particular gift. If you do not have a license, you're not permitted to, if you're a commercial concern, to offer people complimentary alcohol. And oftentimes these types of venues don't realize, or businesses don't realize, that they need to have a license. And it's really interesting because that's becoming a hot topic among licensing officials, is these kind of operations, because there's nobody ever thought of licenses that would work for them. Obviously, a salon doesn't typically have a restaurant on it, and they really don't want to be a bar that only allows people 21 and up into it. I mean, a lot of people like to think, well, I'm just giving it to my guests. I'm not really selling alcohol. Why do I need a license? And the answer is that if you're charging them for other services, you're probably paying for that alcohol out of the revenue that you've derived from the other sales you've made at your business. Therefore, the ABC deems that to be an indirect sale. You're not just giving it to anybody who just comes off the street and says, hey, we're come have a free glass of wine. Typically, you're only providing it to a customer that's likely to be paying for other services. So the ABC deems that to be an indirect sale, and therefore you need a license. So it's very important that if you're going to serve alcohol to any of your customers, patrons, that you give somebody like me a call, or the Alcoholic Beverage Control, to talk about what your options are for licensing before you start providing any kind of alcoholic beverage in relation to a commercial activity.